journey continues. Here we have some more books going on. Some new homes. This is From Bauhaus to Our House by Tom Wolfe, about the style of houses that from the Bauhaus, that was the school of architecture, and how it translates into what we have now in the current architecture. Let's take a look at some of this. From Bauhaus to Our House, Tom Wolfe. He was the writer of the Bonfire of the Vanities. Anyway, these are the styles of from the Bauhaus school. That was a school of architecture in Germany. This tells you about it. Well, this should find a good home now. Has there ever been a place on earth where so many people on a wealth and power have paid for and put up with so much architecture they detested? Tom Wolfe. Sit back and enjoy. Laugh out loud. Tom Wolfe is entirely funny and charming. Christopher Larman Haupt, New York Times. Full of insights, marvelously right. Book of the Month Club selection. Oh, it's very well thought of. This. Let's see what else we have now. Masterworks of the Pennsylvania Painters in Pennsylvania collections. And this is special in that it has annotated to show artists associated with the Pennsylvania Academy of Fine Arts, Philadelphia. So this tells you all about it. So this is annotated. Stuart Davis, father of Wyatt Davis, was Academy student. So here, this is Stuart Davis. This was his work. He was like an art. He was sort of a modernistic art. Stuart Davis. I think I have a little book of his. Charles Arshiller. This is his work. And students in 1900. Charles Demuth, student, 1905-10. Watercolors, medals, 1926. Well, this is very, very elaborately annotated. What's the name of this? This is Roller Skating Rink. Collection of Mr. and Mrs. Mayor P. Potemkin. Let's see, let's have a little bit of glare on it. So this is a roller skating rink. This is John Sloan. Let's get a good picture of this. John Sloan. George Benjamin Luke, 1867-1933. Student, 1884. What's the name of this? This is Horses in the Snow. Horses in the Snow. Mary Cassatt, she was a very famous painter. A very famous painter. 1845 to 1926. student in 1864. And she won the Walter Lippincott Prize, 1904. Academy Gold Medal of Honor, 1914. Reading La Figaro. So this is Mary Cassatt. This is a very valuable for a scholar of this particular subject matter. This is very valuable. Thomas Eakins. Student 1861 to 66, faculty 1876 to 86. Director of Academy School 1883 to 86. Joseph E. Temple Gold Medal 1904. Thomas Eakins. Thomas Hovenden, Academy faculty. Painting exhibited at the 61st Academy Annual, 1891. Severin Rosen, Post Office. Oh, this is the Post Office. David Galmore Blythe, 1815, 1865. So this is the Post Office. General delivery. It's like a very humorous treating of these subjects. Edward Hicks, 1780 to 1849. Thomas Birch, Academician, 1812, keeper, curator of the Academy, 1812 to 16. He was the curator from 1812 to 1816. Penn's Treaty Tree, the Historical Society of Pennsylvania. John Nagel, 1796 to 1865. Academy in 1824. Director 1830, 31. Close candidate for life. Class of Academy School, 1856. Class, what's that? Close candidates for life. Class of Academy School, 1856. Miss Anna Gibbon Johnson, 1828. Jacob Eichholz, 1776, 1842, academician. Academy in 1824. This is Elizabeth Worts Elder and three children. 1825. Thomas Sully, 1783, 1872. Academy in 1812, honorary member, 1815, director 1816 to 32. Right, and who's the Major Thomas Biddle, 1818, oil on canvas. That was a portrait. Rembrandt Peale, 1778 to 1860, founder of the Academy, 1805, director, 1811 to 1813, and academician, 1812. And who is this? Charles Wilson Peale, 1812, the Historical Society of Pennsylvania. Raphael Peale. He was the eldest son of Charles Wilson Peale. And who is this? This is Rembrandt Peale. Oh, and this is Charles Wilson Peale. This is the father. So this is Raphael Peale, 1774 to 1825, exhibitor of the Academy of 1811 until his death. Still Life with Herring, 1850. (1774) 1825. Here we can read this. It can be read. Charles Wilson Peale, 1741 to 1827. He was the founder of the Academy in 1805. Director 1805-10. Academy in 1812. Historical Society of Pennsylvania. And this is Yarrow Mammoth, 1819. Yarrow Mammoth, 1819. Benjamin West, 1738 to 1820. First honorary member of the Academy, 1805. Academy in 1812. The Historical Society of Pennsylvania. Let's see the picture. Thomas Mifflin, circa 1758. Let's see him. Very nice picture, very nice portrait. Gustavus Cecilis, 1682, 1755. Chief Cohen. This. Okay. Chief Cohen. Maybe it tells a little bit about him. The copper-skinned Chief Cohen, his figure softly rounded in a manner characteristic of the artist, is costume in a blue blanket and carries his slate pipe in a squirrel pelt, suspended from a thong around his neck. The portrait might well be subtitled "An Honest Old Indian," the sitter having been so described by James Logan, William Penn's secretary. This is the catalog. This is a special edition. Very special edition. So this is very special. Next runner. Return to next runner. This is a very, very special edition. Masterworks of the Pennsylvania Painters, Pennsylvania Collection, Philadelphia. And this is annotated to show artists associated with the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, Philadelphia. So that's it. That's this now. And there should be one. We got two more here. The Hegel Myths and Legends. This I picked up just for. I picked it up where I'm going to put it back now. So it's worth something, but I'll just put it back, and somebody should pick it up and have benefit from it. Well, this is the Grand Emporiums. This is the illustrated history of the America's great department stores. This has got a lot of nice pictures. And oh, this is Dino the Dinosaur, favorite of the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That's the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Probably the biggest promotion in department store history. Oh yeah, that's very famous. Thanksgiving Day Parade. To remind people that they needn't shop elsewhere, here Hess Allentown, Pennsylvania store held fashion shows on trains bound for big cities. In other words, that's a place where you can get everything. Bonwit Teller display windows on New York's Fifth Avenue are among the most visually striking in the city. Awards in 1896, Cadillac featured the first live model to be used in a mail order catalog. So she was the first male live model. Interesting product from the early mail order catalogs. Montgomery Ward. The 72-page catalog. Number 13 was the third to be bound and contained the company's first strong statement of consumer protection on the inside cover. Montgomery Ward. 72-page catalog, number 13. Oh. Mail orders being filled and shipped in the early days of Montgomery Ward. Oh, that's the early days. The mail orders being filled and shipped. Miniature layouts, opaque patterns, designers and Sears merchandise developing laboratory to use fabric efficiently, thereby cutting clothing costs with maintaining proper fit. Oh, these are the various catalogs. Various catalogs. Sears Roebuck. That was a big to do, the Sears Roebuck. The original Neiman Marcus store. Clover. What's this Clover? The traditional department stores now have discount operations like the typical Drawbridge and Clothier discount Clover store. Oh, Kmart. This is Kmart. And this is big 5 and 10 cent store. 5 and 10 cent store. That was a big thing. A typical Kresge 5 and 10 cent store toward the end of the last century, long before the days of Kmart's. Haute Couture Salon in Neiman Marcus down the store. Neiman Marcus main floor elevators decorated as the Hall of Mirrors for French fortnights. Neiman Marcus. Saks Fifth Avenue. Offerings created by distinguished designers in various fields at the International Design Conference in Aspen. Saks Fifth Avenue store, flagship store today. View the modern gift department in Gump's beautiful new store. Oh, that's a nice collectible items now. Very nice. Early interiors of the elegant B. Altman store. The exterior interior of Gump's Market and 2nd Street store in 1874. Haute Couture Salon in I. Magnon's Los Angeles store, one of the hottest in America. One of the hottest in America. Haute Couture. One of the hottest in America. Nice stuff, nice stuff. Here we can read this. Meet me under the clock at Rich's, the store's famous clock. Rich's in Atlanta. Bargain Hunter's Paradise. Filene's celebrated automatic bargain basement, the most famous bargain basement in the world, as shown in 1947. Oh, the people were really looking for good bargains. This is a good picture here. The Emporium in downtown San Francisco. Its beauty matched by few department stores. Interior of the Hesper store in 1907. A Golden Rule store delivery team in Great Falls, Montana. Fabrics, hat, and candy departments in J.C. Penney's Seattle store in 1931. Here, this is the fabrics. Here's the fabrics right over here. Here's the hats. And here's the candy store. 1931. J.C. Penney's Seattle store, 1931. Interiors of J.C. Penney stores in Fresno, Idaho. Oregon, 1917. And Villa Willie, Washington. Willie in Washington. So this is what interiors of J.C. Penney stores. In Preston, Idaho. Roseburg, Oregon, and Willie, Washington. Bloomies when the trolleys were still running back in 1942. Bloomies, Bloomingdale's. Oh, here's J.C. Penney Company. Bloomingdale's. Here we go. Corsets and millinery, suits and underwear. 938 3rd Avenue. The first Bloomingdale's store on 3rd Avenue. Gimbel's downtown New York store. Gimbel's. I remember Gimbel's. They had on television. They had the advertisements for Gimbel's department store. That they had great furniture repairs and all kinds. They showed people sewing up the chairs and that they had a great furniture repair. They made good furniture and all kinds of things. Macy's, New York flagship store, the biggest store in the world. This was the biggest store in the world. Wanamaker's delivery service in 1913 consisted of 4 trucks. Since the merchant prince had been an early supporter of Henry Ford's savior, in fact. Ward truck filled with outgoing mail orders. Montgomery Ward. Satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. St. Paul, Minnesota. Shop at our retail store. Oh, that's a nice old vintage truck. Drawbridge and Clothier. This can be read. You can read this if you want. Above, the pneumatic tube system at Drawbridge, Clothier's in Philadelphia. Ladies at the Drawbridge and Clothier fountain in the gay 90s. This can be read. Wires running along the top of the J.C. Penney store in about 1915 were part of the lamps and cash basket system, which conveyed all cash taken by salespeople to the manager's perch when changes were made. Have a little bit of everything here. They have dolls, and bottles, and pillows, a little bit of everything. Lamps and cash basket system can be seen on overhanging wires in the Levy's Red Star store, Douglas, Arizona, in about 1908. The Kinley department store in Upper Sandusky, Ohio, typical small town department store in the early 19th century. Yeah, we'll just skim through it now. Skim through it. The man who invented the department store, Aristide Beauchamp, 1810, 1877, founder of Bon Marche in Paris. papier-mâché. Gravy train with 4 control switches that deliver salt, pepper, and condiments. To diners, the engine is silver plate, the 4 cars sterling silver. Neiman Marcus, they had a lot of very high-end items. Let's see, this is from Neiman Marcus Christmas catalog. Unset diamonds as a very real investment. A bag of loose diamonds, some round, some pure. The diamonds held in a special chamois bag with 14 karat gold. Drawstring as an exotic touch. As the price of this special cachet of security between $50,000 and $250,000. Neiman Marcus had also offered matched sets of buffalo. They had everything in South Dakota. Deadwood's Main Street shows what many frontier stores of the late 19th century looked like. Salt liquor dealers, banks, dentists, frontier stores of the late 19th century looked like. Old print from Leslie's magazine shows a persistent peddler trying to sell his wares. So this is the Grand Emporium. An illustrated history of America's great department stores. Okay, thanks a lot. So here's all kinds of pictures, nice books, much success. Thank you. One more book. Here's this book. Myths and Legends. Thanks so much. Take care.